All right, Naomi here, also very confused because she can't figure out why this dude, Brandon, hasn't hit her back. They met at a party, they went out, had a great time, and he's just gone. So we had to call him and get his honesty on why there's been no second date. Hey, Naomi.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. All right, so tell us about Brandon, how you guys met. Tell us about the magical date.
So my friend had a barbecue a little while ago, and like he and I, we just hit it off like right off the bat. We were like hanging out like all night, like cracking jokes, and then he asked me out, and so I was like, yeah, like I'm totally down. And so we met up, went out, had a really, really good time. We went mini golfing, and everything was so chill. Like, we were finishing each other's sentences. Like, the whole conversation was easy. And he was even asking me, like, about the next date while we were on the date. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, this is promising. And then the next time I reached out to him, like, I didn't hear back. And I was even surprised I even had to reach out in the first place. Because he was so eager to, like, move on while we were on the first date. So, yeah, I really just, I don't know, I'm shocked that he hasn't asked me out again. And he responded to any of my texts.
Naomi, do you have us on speaker? Because it's really tough to make out everything you're saying. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Is that better?
I think so. Go ahead, Davi.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, I don't think that he's necessarily ghosted on you. I just think you're not getting his text on that tin can that you're using as a phone.
Not sure.
An iPhone 3.
So, did you hit him and say, I mean, for a follow-up or anything, or are you kind of being stubborn about it? Like, I don't pursue dudes, they got to pursue me.
No, not at all. I sent him a text. I was like, hey, like, I'm totally down to meet up whenever you're free. Let me know. And nothing.
Huh. Now, we always debate this also. Mo, you're the single dude on the show here. So after you go out one time and you don't hear back from a dude, is he obligated even to tell you, like, hey, this isn't going to work for me? I mean, it seems like the polite thing to do, but there's no obligation there, is there?
Nah, it's definitely the polite thing, but you don't have to do that after a date. It's just the only thing that confuses me about these dates is how the guy always seems to like be eager for the next date. If I know I'm not gonna want to see you again, I'm not going to sell the fact of wanting to see you again. So that's what always confuses me.
Yeah, let's focus on that for a second. So he said that he couldn't wait for the next time you guys were gonna hang out?
Exactly. Yeah, he was asking me, like, when I was free, and just already talking about like things that we would do next time.
So guys won't do that just because you don't want to end it awkwardly. You're just going to go ahead and kind of lead her on just to get out of just to leave, and then knowing that you'll never hit her back again.
I would think like you would do it. I get to kind of saying it at the end because you don't want it to end awkwardly, but I don't think you would do it like the entire first date. You wouldn't like keep that energy of, what are you doing? Are you free? I can't wait to see you, and keep that going, knowing in your head, I'm never going to talk to her again. That seems like a bit much.
All right, so Naomi, we reached out to him, and he sent us an email back immediately. And when we come back in a couple of minutes here, we will read it, and you will have clarity on why there is no second date, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang out. Hey.
The Bert Show.
She wants answers on why there was no second date. Naomi is about to get answers on why there was no second date. All right, so Naomi, and we're having problems with our phones, so I think we might have just lost her again. We're having engineering challenges today. Is she there or not?
No, we lost her.
Okay. I'm going to read this email anyway. So Naomi called us a couple of minutes ago, and she said that she met this dude at a party. Things were great. They go out on a first date, and it is just vibing. And he's starting to tell her, like, man, I can't wait for the next time to see you. This has been great. And then nothing. So sort of leading her on, and then ghosts her, right? So we reach out to Brandon. When I say we, I'm talking about our studio director, Tommy. Is Naomi back, Tommy?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Naomi.
Hi.
All right, you haven't missed anything yet. We're about to read you the email. You ready?
All right. Yeah.
I think Mo's going to cover this one. You got it, dude?
I got you. All right, the email from Brandon reads, "Ha, This is hilarious and ridiculous. However, I'm not at all surprised that she has gone to a third party to figure out why I'm not asking her out again. Seems like she has a habit of going to third parties and asking questions.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yes, I had a great first date with her. Everything you are telling me sounds completely accurate. I was instantly attracted to her, and it did seem like we had a lot of chemistry when we first met at the party. Obviously, that is why I asked her out. And yes, I was very impressed with her as I learned even more about her on our date. She's incredibly smart and witty. She's also very pretty and quite successful also. She's all the qualities that I look for in someone I want to date. We did have a great date. We did have a great time on our date. She's right about that. I was actually looking forward to a second. It's what I found out after the date. That changed everything. The morning after our date, I got a text from my ex-girlfriend. She asked how my date had been. I was confused since I hadn't spoke to her in a month and I hadn't told her or anyone that I was going out. I asked her how she knew I had a date. That's when she told me that Naomi had messaged her on Instagram. She told my ex that she and I were going out on our first date. She asked if there was anything she needed to know about me or if my ex had any tips for dating me. Apparently, Naomi did enough research to figure out who my ex was and then went out of her way to contact her. This seems strange and odd and a weird violation of privacy right off the bat. I'm going to take it as a major red flag and pass on any future dates. Brandon.
All right, Naomi, is what he's saying true?
I mean, I did reach out to her, but it's not like, we didn't have any mutual friends.
Well,
I didn't
was her
go searching like crazy like that. We definitely have a couple of mutuals.
Was his ex a mutual friend, or this was just somebody within the circle?
Someone within the circle. We never were super close, but I do know of her, and she knows of me.
Okay, Davi.
I gotta ask, Naomi, do you have a death wish? Reaching out to the ex and saying, you got any tips? I'm going out with your ex tomorrow. That's, what did you expect? Did you actually expect her to be like, yeah, he likes to be kissed on his neck, don't tickle his feet? What did you expect as far as tips? That's crazy.
There's an area between his belly button and his thigh. It's really, really sensitive. I mean,
Go for it.
Yeah, Davi's right. What did you really think she was going to tell you?
I mean, I just kind of wanted to know, what was up, if there was anything that, would come up that would maybe tell me, okay, maybe I shouldn't go on this date or, keep my guard up or something.
Okay.
It definitely wasn't even like that.
And this seems
checking his references.
And this seems fair to you. If he did the same thing and reached out to one of your exes, you think that would have not been a violation of any kind of privacy? I mean, you have a history with somebody else, not this dude.
I mean, I wouldn't really think too much into it because you just never know these days. So,
all right, Mo.
I personally wouldn't put it against him, but okay.
I mean, he said in the email that you went out your way to do some research to figure out who she was even. So it's not like y'all already had a relationship. I mean, you had to do some digging. So when he didn't answer you back, it never crossed your mind that this might have been the reason?
No, not at all. I mean, it's really not that hard to find people. But okay.
You're so matter of fact about it that it makes me think that you've done this before?
No, it's not that I've done it before, but it's really not hard.
Well, no doubt.
To find anything on the internet.
And I don't blame you for because we had this conversation just last week. When you would start going out with somebody, you'd start going through their pictures. And if we're being honest, at least on the Twitter poll that I put up, 70% of people are like, yeah, I check out the exes just to see what they're all about. That's not the violation. The violation is reaching out to her and going, hey, can I have a scouting report on this dude? That's pretty sketch.
I mean, to each their own.
Okay.
You're on your own.
Yeah, I would just make this suggestion then. I wouldn't do it again if you want second dates with future dudes. I mean, yeah, to each his own, but I think in most cases, most dudes are going to react the same way.
That's never going to go well from a guy. I'm telling you, no guy's ever going to appreciate that. And you're never going to get the information you think you're going to get from talking to his ex anyway. There's a reason that she is his ex.
Yeah, and I think maybe there might be a reason why, like, he's her ex too. But
Yeah.
like I said,
Okay. Well, we're just telling you the facts here, and then we're going to let you go. That if you continue to do this,
I appreciate it.
don't be surprised if dudes don't hit you back. Okay.
yeah, thank you guys.
All right.
I appreciate it.
It was a lovely time. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye bye.
I feel like any major red flags are Googleable, you know? It's like, just Google his name. You don't reach out to the ex. She owes you nothing. If he's a murderer,
Nothing.
Google will let you know.
Do you think she hit up another morning show and said, "Look, I'm planning on doing this with the Bert Show. Do you think they'll handle this with care?"
Probably.
The Bert Show.